for a moment and put yourself in a Wuji stance, which is empty. So, to the best of your ability, just stop thinking. Thoughts will be there, but approximate it. Now, you won't be totally empty of thoughts, but you can just keep your mind as empty as you can. Just forget about the daily things and relax. Feel your feet ground to the ground. Bend the knees slightly. Grip the toes in the ground. Tailbone forward. Head drawn up by a string. And feel the connection with the heaven energy coming in through the head, the feet coming in from the earth, heaven and earth connection. And just breathe slowly and just stand empty. Wuji stance. And we'll just do a little of our twisting. Keeping the hips pointing straight, just the arms swinging. And up a little higher. Okay, now we're going to twist and turn and look at the raised heel. Twist and turn, look at the raised heel. Go slow if you need to for balance. Make the full turn so you stretch the sacrum. Just talking about. It's always good to take a moment to gather. Feel the ball of energy come through the head, the brain, the eyes, down through the throat, thyroid, lungs, the central channel, down through the abdomen. You can go down to the feet and repeat again. Breathe in and slowly breathe out. So the more intention you put into this, that you're actually feeling the heaven chi drawing down, pushing it down through the body. Here the arms are rising from the shoulders. You're feeling the earth chi like a magnetic feeling pulling up. They flip at the shoulders, slowly rise up, and you feel that ball over your head and push it down through your face, through the central channel of the body, Zhongmai, down to the Shadantian, and store. All right, so let's stand a little bit wider, and feet are parallel. Tailbone pointing downward. Okay, chin is in. Relax. Just let the arms float up and let them float down. Let them float up again. And this time we're going to hold them out straight and do the sword finger. Breathing in through the head and the feet. So you guys can continue. I'm basically narrating for the camera. So you can go ahead and start the practice. So breathing in through the head, and breathing into the feet, into the abdomen, And then breathing out the arms and out the sword finger. So you have heaven, chi, sky, coming in, funneling in through the byway point on the head, and going down through the body, combining in the lower abdomen. Earth chi, coming into the feet, the yang huan balls of the feet, bubbling springs points, coming in up the legs, into here, meeting together into one. Ground and sky into one. And then breathing out through the sword fingers, through both fingers. So feel the fingertips and feel as if it's coming out like a sword beyond the fingertips. The chi shoots out. So the mind leads the chi. We use the breath to guide it. Obviously we're not breathing in through our feet, but it's as if we are breathing in from that area. That makes our mind and intent go to our feet and draw chi in from the ground. Mind and intent goes to the head, draws in the chi from the head and the feet into the abdomen. And then as we exhale out through the arms, hands, fingers, this widens the channels. So this is a very unique style of standing form where we use the breath technique to help open the channels. And feet grip the ground. If there's any tension, relax the body. If the body shakes, just let it go through the shaking. And that's opening the channels, strengthening the nervous system. Breathe slowly in and slowly out. Silent breath, soft breathing. Eyes look straight and they're about 90% closed. Looking like a slit open. And slowly breathe in through the feet and head and out through the arms. And imagine you're drawing in from 9 feet into the ground like roots of a tree. As you breathe in, your intention is going into the ground. As you breathe out, it goes out the arms. So you breathe in from the feet, from the ground, into the feet, up into the abdomen. At the same time, breathe in from the head, down through the torso to the lower abdomen, combining the yin and yang energies together, and then exhaling out. So I've done hundreds and hundreds of different practices, and I've had the most progress, I think, with this particular practice in my whole life. Breathing in and breathing out. Put your mind present on the body. Just as you tell your mind to move your arm, you can also teach your mind to move the chi in the same way as we move our body. We can move our body internally. So breathe in through the head and feet, and then guide the chi. Feel the pathway coming out through the arms. Feel, what does it feel like coming up through the legs and the feet? What are you feeling there? You have to be doing it as if you're reading a book where you're concentrating on it. But you're not pushing. You're catching the feeling of the chi and you're guiding it. But you're very present in the sensations going on in the body to identify the chi flow. So go deeper. Slowly breathe in And slowly breathe out. And when you relax into it, you might start feeling very subtle glandular changes, subtle changes to the nervous system, and that's altering you, altering your frequency. And the key is to be relaxed, no tension in the body. This time, remain still. And just enjoy it. Just to have a moment in the day where we can stop and the wheels of our mind are not turning, and very difficult to just be thoughtless, so we put our concentration on this energy flow, solely focused on the energy flow. Like building a muscle, we keep practicing and developing and increasing the chi flow, healing the body. And the chi comes in and the chi goes out. It's the secret to the health. You become like a vacuum. And we want to not use our own battery, but we want to use the universal battery, the energy of the earth and the heaven, the sky, the stars, the sun, the moon, is the heaven chi. The whole field of the earth can be drawn in with the mind. Have a relaxed smile on the face. Relax the brow. And when the nervous system can be balanced and you have a grip on it, and you can steady the mind, steady the thoughts. And you just allow yourself to be a channel for the chi. And that's what meridians are also called, channels. So there's nothing mystical about it. And just a couple more minutes. Just go through it. Let the arms and shoulders relax. If you feel a pain, we'll try to work through it if it's a minor pain, because the body's clearing the channel. If there's an itch, let it happen if you can. Breathe in slow, breathe out Breathe into the head and feet, ground and sky into one. And breathe out. Build your strength and energy. And just kind of feel one with the chi field, the ocean of chi around you. Your hands and feet and head all interconnect with that field. Your entire body. So you can tangibly feel. People use the word oneness, but you can tangibly feel being in harmony with everything. And that comes through opening up your energy gates, your sensitivity. Breathing in through your head and feet, out through your hands. And slowly bring one of your feet together. And lower the arms slowly. And just stand relaxed for a moment. And bend forward, stretch out the spine. Bounce down. Bounce to the left. Bounce to the center, and bounce to the right, and back to the center. And then draw in the abdomen, slowly lift up. Relax. So, like I said, the chi flow, it's made into a mystery, mysterious, and it's not mysterious. It's just a matter of putting our intent there. So, like I said, if we ask to move our arm, we think it's the muscle moving it, but first we're sending a signal from the brain, the chi flows, then the muscles move from the perspective of Chinese medicine. So, if we're having blood flow, it's because the chi moved there. So the same thing, even when we're still and we're doing anything internally, if I want to move the chi through my arm, I put my mind here and move it here, all the way to the finger. And physiological changes happen. Blood flow starts happening, oxygen happens, just with our mind alone. So we have that ability. We have that ability. And then we develop that. We keep opening the channels. We develop the ability to send chi through the fingers for healing. Some people use it for martial arts, but for healing, just getting that flow and learning to develop that. You can just be sitting anywhere, breathing in, ground and sky, breathe out. Just stand there right now and breathe in through the head and feet, and out through the hands. You'll start to feel, you may start to feel a sensation as the breath goes out in the hands. Same thing in the Lao Gong points are points you can draw in chi and you can send chi out, or through the fingers. So we have different practices for building that sensitivity. And standing is a good one, and building up the strength. Okay. So now we're going to do the same thing, breathing in from the feet, the ankles, the toes, the ankles, the knees, the hips, the spine, the shoulders, the elbows, wrists, fingers. And shift the weight to the front toes, then shift the weight to the heels, come in, press down, going in the opposite. Head from the toes to the fingers, and then the fingers to the toes, breathing out. Breathing in, and then think of each joint, because we're threading the joint. Each joint of the body, often blockages happen at the joints, and we have joint trouble. So we want to thread the chi and breathe through the joints. That's why they call this threading the 9-hole pearls. You're thinking of each joint as a pearl, breathing in and breathing out. And like I always say, it's kind of hard to think of toes, ankles, knees, hips, spine, shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers, but I just kind of feel from my toes to my fingers, but feel the whole skeletal system threading as you breathe in, and then pushing out through the skeletal system to the ground, the toes. Breathing in, breathing out. So in the beginning of a Tai Chi form, people do this in many ways, but just to think that every movement is a threading. You're breathing in, the chi is moving along with the movement of the arm as it unfurls. Okay, let's try the same thing to the 45. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, unfurl, breathe out. Slowly unfurl to the fingers, and then down to the feet. And the feet to the fingers, breathing in. And watch the hands peripherally, so the chi goes there. And now bounce. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Bounce, 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 bounce. So we could just push here, but if the arms come back like this and then roll, so it's down here, then roll and push, it works the shoulder. We don't fully lock it, but we come back and push. So try it, do it really slow, come back, roll, push. 1, 2, come back, roll, push. Does it feel different? Yeah. Yeah. And you can do it a little slower than my rhythm if you want. See, kind of a roll and push. 1, 2. We'll see that in some of the Tai Chi form too. It's back here, you know, when we do the push. Let's work the shoulders a little. Scoop, one finger at a time. Pinky, ring, middle, index, thumb. Bird's tail, into the shoulder, lift up. So we stretch the intercostal muscles. Breathe in. And then breathe out, index, middle, ring, pinky. So then it's in reverse. First we do index, middle, ring, pinky, and then the other way. Excuse me. First we do pinky, ring, middle, index, thumb. Then we do thumb, index, middle, ring, pinky. So you get the movement in the fingers happening, so it's stimulating the meridian points. The meridians, not points, in the arms and hands. Each one is wired to another finger. Okay, the other side. Pinky, one at a time. Index, middle, ring, pinky. Pinky, ring, middle, index. And then do that little lift so you get that as much as possible. The arm doesn't usually move up like that. And relax. Take a second. Okay. So our favorite, holding a teacup, pulling back, turning over the head. Really doing some reverse tendon changing. Yeah, the hand is always facing upward. You guys know how to do this one. Okay, now the other way. Forward, over the head. Avoid all sorts of shoulder trouble. Arm trouble. Okay, now the other side. One. Good. You're even moving the wrist around, the elbow, stimulating all those arm meridians. Opening the flow. And forward from the back of the head to the front. So the palm has to be upward at all times. Here it's kind of hard to keep up. And we turn, come to the armpit. Try not to raise the shoulder when you come through as much as possible. Let's do two at a time now. Back, turn, over the head. Okay, now two at a time, forward. Great. One more. Very nice. Yeah. So sometimes when we do this, we might feel to turn the hand that way, but we want to try to keep it even up at this point. Here it's up, facing upward, the palm, facing upward, facing upward. If I go this way, come out, turn out, over the head, facing up. So that's a little hard to keep it facing up there, but that's what causes the thing. So it's kind of similar to swimming like a butterfly. In here, the palms turn, they come here. Except for here, we don't go over the head. We rotate at the shoulders, pull down. And breathe in, and breathe out. Forward. Breathe in. Breathe out. And All right, let's dredge our channels down the side of the legs. And make a sound. Sweep around the feet. Draw inside the legs. Hips come forward. Back of the palms together, chin in. Open wide, not wider than shoulders, fingers facing downward. Make a sound. Dive in through the head. Start rolling the spine forward, around the belt route, down the sides of the legs, around the feet. Sweep the earth energy. Make a sound below. And inside the leg. And don't be embarrassed, just let out the sound. Dive down through the energy channels. The hands are tools for moving around them. Sweep around, actually touch, sweep around the side, down the sides of the legs, around the feet, inside the kidney channels, inside the legs, hips forward. Good. Fingers point down. Dive through the head. Dive through the body. Around the belt route. Around the feet. And last time. And dive down to the head. All the way to the abdomen. Circle and store. And just sit calm for a minute. Breathe in. Breathe into the lower abdomen. Shantian right under the navel. 2 inches. 1.7 inches actually. Relax. Okay. So we're just going to breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Slower now, breathe in. And slowly breathe out. And consciously think to be calm, tranquil, be at ease. Now breathe in, both palms face each other. And stay down, breathe out, open the arms. Breathe in, and breathe out and rise. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, slowly breathe in. Slowly breathe out and rise. One more time. Slowly breathe in and sink. Slowly breathe out. Breathe in and rise. This time gather up this way, a little bit different, and then we're going to push down on our sides. Gather up. One more time, breathe in. We'll do a little piece of this medical Qigong practice, just a very small piece, more of the beginning. So push, let the arms rotate, push with the right hand. Twist and circle behind you. Pull with the right hand, let the left hand trail. And turn and push with the right hand again. and scoop up with the left. And push down. Through the center line. Now push with the left hand, the right hand following. The left hand is pulling. Pivot. And then scoop up with the right hand. And push down through your center line. Okay. Store the chi, breathe in, gather the earth chi, scoop it up like you're taking a drink, rotate the arms, push up. Sweep the chi field down, scoop. Follow the hands. Breathe in as you go up, and slowly breathe out as you go down. Scooping it up through the body, they rotate, push straight. Same thing, we're threading the whole body, breathing in, filling up the body, breathing out. So it changes the practice from just being a movement. If we breathe in and we really add that extra layer of feeling that we're threading the body. And just relax. Okay. And hands are up. And bend forward. Rotate the shoulders, lift up the chin. Breathe in. And breathe out. Exhale. Store. Okay. So a little bit wider than shoulders in the horse stance. Tailbone forward. Chin in. Thread is drawing the head up always. Imaginary thread. One hand is turning. See how it turns? And it rotates here and pushes down. So as it turns, the other hand meets it like you're holding a ball for a second. It comes up. and I leave it here, and I just turn the body. This is connecting to the earth. So I'm not just leaving it down there, it's doing something. That's the earth antenna. This is the heaven antenna. Turn, rotate, find the ball. Turn the waist. Wave hands like clouds, Qigong style. Breathe in to the right. Turn, breathe out to the left. Watch the hand, watch the rising hand. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Just turning at the waist. I mean, there are styles like this too, but in this style, the hips stay stationary, we turn at the waist. And have gentle transitions. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathe out to the left. Breathe in to the right. And you want to feel the hands moving up and down simultaneously. One's coming up, one's coming down. So this one's just relaxed down. It just drops down, relaxes. Yeah. Feel that flow. Nice. And take a moment to relax. Breathe in and breathe out. So breathe in, turn to look at the moon. Full moon in a couple of days. And breathe out to the center and breathe into the other side. Pause for a split second. And then breathe out to the center. Zen comes up to the chest, turning back and looking at the moon. You can pause longer, get a little of that stretch. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. And one more. And relax. Okay, so we'll do this one. So again, horse stance. Wide, a little bit wider than shoulders, bent knees. Hands are together in line. So we're shifting the weight left and right. The knee traces over the toe. Okay? So when I shift here, most of my weight's there. When I shift here, there. And I'm being careful not to do that so I don't hurt my knee. I'm going to shift this way. Yeah. It doesn't have to be dramatic, but you want it to be in line with the toe. Okay, so shift to one side and push the hands together. Okay? So as the weight shifts, the hands just stay like that. But then they come up here. They're together, they turn together. Think of them as fins or feathers. They turn, and then here, and they push. And then together, up. Call it sweeping the ground and sweeping the sky. Push. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Okay. Okay, so now we go. Okay, breathe in, breathe out. The hands move in synchronicity together. Push. Push. And relax. See how things are connected. They move connected. They stay together, almost like they're linked with a wire. If I turn this one turns. And now they're facing upward for the heaven chi to receive that. Then I push together. And now they turn down. If I go the other way, they come up here. They're linked like a wire holding them together, turning. And then there. It changes it because it connects your hands together. Just like in Tai Chi. Same with this one. Even though the hands are doing different things, they remain connected. This is sweeping up, comes over the shoulder, shift the weight, look back, sweep down. Okay? So that one's doing that. Circling around, palms up, it turns and I shift the weight. Then it goes down. When this one comes up, this goes up, and this one goes down. This one comes up, shift the weight, turn. As the hand, my legs are turning the hand, turn, down. And then I look back at the hand if you can, and look back, shift the weight. I just like the feel of this because we have the body doing two different things at the same time, like in Tai Chi, and the legs are moving. The weight's shifting left and right. This comes up, it rotates. As it rotates, I shift the weight. I look back. I look back. Say, I look back. I look back. Yeah. It's kind of something you can play around with a little to get the coordination.
I just want to watch it for a minute.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it in slow motion. So this is, watch, my weight's shifting to one side. Now my hand's rotating. As that's rotating, I'm shifting. Here, that's going back. Now I rotate again. Look back. So one of the more difficult ones that I learned, but I really like that move, so I've added it to my class. And it's really good training for Tai Chi, and I'll have a video out so you can even watch this video and watch that again if you want to practice it. Okay, let's do something very simple right now. Let's just raise the ball of energy. Breathe in, palm is up. It turns and pushes down, up to the shoulder level. Turn from the shoulder, push down. Breathe in, lift from the shoulder, turn from the elbow, push down. Breathe in, lift up from the shoulder, turn from the shoulder, elbow, push down. Breathe in and breathe out. So complicated and stylish do not necessarily equate with superiority. Sometimes the most simple practices and subtle practices are the most powerful, depending on your intent. Meaning it's not for the physically elite. Anyone can experience Qigong. And let's also wave. Wind blows the lotus blossom. You're welcome to shift the weight. I like to shift the weight with it. Again, the hands are kind of connected and moving. Slow it down. Feel the field between the hands. Feel the field of the hands connecting earth. Just like a leaf blowing, it slowly shifts from the wind to the other direction. So these are some of the traditional practices of Qigong. And good for developing sensitivity to Qi. Relax. So in our Tai Chi form, we do the opening and the turning. We can also do this just standing straight. One palm is, when you turn to the right palm is down and the left palm is up. When I turn to the left, so we start like this and we sink down to the center. So one is a little lower than the other. The palm that's facing up is slightly higher. And then we rise up. They flip in synchronicity. And then this one's slightly higher. And then we come down and rise up. Breathe in. Breathe out when you're down. Breathe in. Breathe out. It's the opposite of the Tai Chi. Breathe in. And breathe out. And then watch the hand. So they're kind of, this time the hands are a little more extended, flipping. Like they're not bent so much as the arms are just outward. Down, up. You have the rising and the sinking, sinking and rising. Yin, yang, yin, yang. So I like that, the feel. So Master Hao, in the Tai Chi form, it's traditionally this move. And it was changed, slightly altered with this. So I really like the feel of that. Remember, it's like if you think of a board pushing down and up, you get that sense of the two hands interconnected with the field. Breathe in. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and relax. Turning heaven and earth. So when the hands again are kind of together and we turn to face that side and bend down in a half circle. So think of a circle turning. Bending at the waist, exhaling down, inhaling up. And then reverse. Turning heaven and earth. Lower the arms. Relax, store. Waving body. The knees come forward, the hips, chin to the chest. Chin rolls back, rise up. Chin comes forward, bend down. Hips roll forward, chin to the chest. Head rolls. Like in a circular motion, as if the chin is guiding forward, arms fall forward, arms fall back. So we're not arched back, we're more like this. Up, go forward, loosen the spine, clear the blockages in the sacrum, and as you do so, breathe in from the ground up to the head, and then head to the ground. Feet to the head, head to the feet. Drawing in the ground, drawing in the sky. Let the shoulders just fall. Okay. And relax. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathe in, sink. Breathe out, rise. Slowly breathe in. Slowly breathe out. Now really slow. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. And we're going to bring the heels off the ground just a little bit and start shaking. Try to, if they get real tired, you can put them down, but try to keep them up as long as you can and use that to oscillate the body. Shake the whole body, vibrate it, clear out little tensions, blockages in the fascia and the joints. Just shaking. Shake out the ankles and toes. Shake out the shins, the knees. Shake out the thighs. Consciously shake the body in certain areas. Shake out the hips, the whole pelvis area, the sacrum, any blockages there. Shake out the abdomen, the rib cage. Shake the spine. Think of one vertebrae at a time. Shaking as you go up. Shake out the arms and shoulders, the shoulder blades, the chest. Shake out the elbows. Shake out the forearms, fingers. Shake out the throat, the neck, the chin, the face, the head, the scalp, the ears, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the tongue, the brain. Shake out the internal organs. This is called weeping willow, quivers in the breeze, because we're kind of vibrating. And just the rib cage should bounce up and down so it moves. That's how you have health and strength. You movement is life. And relax slowly. How is that? So, some classes did that 30 minutes from the teacher. He would teach it 30 minutes. So it would be like pretty intense to do a long shake. But that was just, 2-3 minutes, and we're sweating. You know, it was good. But it loosened us up, it opened up, cleared out the energy. Same now. You come to the liver and gallbladder on the right side, pat it down. Feel inside the liver, feel the gallbladder area. Feel those internal organs. What are they saying? What information is held in there? Typically, anger is stored in the liver, right? Anger can cause cancer. So that gets stored in our cells, we want to release it, and we use the sound. Breathe in, shh, consciously releasing anger, shh. Consciously using our intent. Now we're going to breathe in kindness, breathing in the color green, and then shh. Okay. And then the heart, breathe in. Heart can collect cruelty and sorrow, pain. So we want to release that with a sound. Ah. And sometimes I pat down the heart so I can feel. Breathe in joy, breathe in happiness, breathe in the color red. And then breathe out any pain, sorrow, cruelty. Even reading about it in the news stores it in our body. We have to release that. Draw on joy and happiness. Color red. This is medical Qigong. So the left side, spleen and pancreas area, stomach. worry, anxiety, stress gets stored in these organs. I like to shake it and feel it so we can feel inside there and breathe in. And think of the stress releasing, worry and anxiety with the sound, ooh. And then breathe in yellow and breathe in compassion, the feeling of compassion. Ooh. You know, if you're in a tense situation, sometimes you might feel like a little something tightening in one of the organs. Sometimes it's even the intestines, right? But sometimes there's just a little feeling of, it's subtle, and that's usually a reaction internally, a reaction to stress or pain, the body, and that stays there. So either you can mentally release it and let it go at the moment, otherwise we can use the sound to clear. Lungs, grief and sadness. I pat it down here to feel the lungs, shake them up a little, keep the lungs healthy. We're in. Cup the palm slightly. Hit these points, breathe in. Sadness and grief, release with the sound. And breathe in courage, the color white. And breathe in courage, white light. So color has a frequency too. Anything you can breathe in Qigong, you can breathe in, you're breathing in Qi, but every Qi, the Qi can have intent, it can be programmed. So you're going to come to your kidney now. The kidneys hold fear. That's why thought waves are powerful. Breathe in and release the fear in the kidneys and adrenals. You can massage them a little with a sound like you're blowing out a candle. And breathe in gentleness. And release. Breathe in the deep color blue. Breathe in gentleness. And relax. A little work on our vision. Sideways figure eight, keeping the head straight. And following the finger in a sideways figure eight with our eyes only. And reverse, preventing macular degeneration. And raise the arms, gather earth chi, gather heaven chi, and the chi goes through our head, by way, Qi through the central channel down to Shadantien. Once again, Earth Qi, Di Qi, Heaven Qi, Tien Qi, Qi by way, Qi go through my head. Qi Zhongmai, Qi through my central channel, Qi Chen Shadantien, Qi go down to my lower abdomen. Di Qi, Tien Qi, Qi by way, Qi Zhongmai, Qi Chen, Shadantien. And circle and store. Thank you. We'll do a 10-minute meditation if you want, just doing the equinox meditation. Put yourself and do the 3 adjustments. Adjustment 1, relax the body. Have a comfortable position, straight spine, head is straight, shoulders are even, feet are flat on the ground, hands on the knees if you're sitting in a chair. And then adjust the breath, the second adjustment, to be slow, smooth, even, soft. And the third adjustment, adjust the mind to concentration. And this is the Big Dipper meditation, done traditionally around the solstice time or the equinox. And we actually are interconnecting with those stars. So first we have to be of the opinion that there's no separation from anything. And we're entangled with everything because we're all one unified field. So if you put your intention to anything, you're connected with that. And I'm talking about the physical realm, but the non-physical realm probably too. But in terms of the stars, if you put your intention to those 7 stars on the Big Dipper, they have certain properties from the Taoist perspective that are healing. And in this meditation, I think they like you to think of, you know how the Big Dipper is like this, and the handle goes down. They like you to think of the cup going on top of the head and around the face and the handlebar down. And I think that's to give the feeling that you're not separate, like you're not thinking of the star there, but you're just with the star. Because in our mind we tend to want to separate by nature, by human nature, yeah. So you put the Big Dipper, feel that it's on your head, and you know that's the Bai waypoint back here. So the point of that star actually, the point of the dipper, of the end of the cup actually connects to the Bai waypoint. So in a sense, it helps you to energetically feel like you're connected with that point toward the back of the head. So imagine this big cup over your face and the handle going straight down your body. So you're just together with those stars. That star on the end, by the way, is considered some kind of goddess healing star. And I don't really know about it, but I like to just kind of meditate and kind of feel the star itself. And the stars, the 7 stars. And just kind of see what it's like when you're aware of those stars, as if they're not far away, but they're present. Okay. So after you get that sensation, go ahead and put your intent. Let me get rid of this mosquito. Did you get him? Okay. After you get that sensation of the Big Dipper on your body, put your intent at the Sha Dantian, the lower Dantian, at the right below the navel, as if your eye is looking through your lower abdomen. And what we're going to do now is think of the lower half of the body, maybe from the diaphragm down to our feet. Just tune in and take stock of everything that's been going on there. So we do this like every quarter, solstices and equinoxes. And we take stock as if there are little accountants doing reports and feel everything that's happening in there. There's information. Let your body start relaying that information. And it's taking stock of all that information. And feel it in your feet, feel it in your legs, feel it in your entire lower abdomen, in the groin area, in the thighs, feel it in the diaphragm, the lower back. Everything, just kind of take stock of your internal organs. And in a sense, they're speaking to you. and they're telling you what's going on inside your body. And as you take stock, think of it as if it's being emailed to the stars, as if that healing star is receiving the information and interacting. Even if you didn't believe in the stars connecting in the body, just becoming aware of the body and taking stock of all this starts to change the body. So in a sense, you're calling on light, you're calling on Qi to come in and do repairs. And in this case, heaven Qi is connected with all the stars and the sun and the sky and the firmament. In this case, heaven Qi is being focused particularly and drawn from the Big Dipper in this meditation. So think of that Big Dipper as being drawn into your body, and it's helping to repair whatever you have taken stock of. So the more you can feel, the more you can heal. The more you become aware of what's happening inside the whole lower half of your body, the more it will heal. So just tune in there. And take stock. And breathe slow and relaxed. Feel it emanating from the Sha Dantian, the lower Dantian. And you can put your mind as if your mind's eye is looking through your lower abdomen. Think of it coming from the lower back to the front. And take stock of the lower half of your body. And a little research, internal research is required. But don't push to discover. Kind of let it unfold. But you can probe around a little and see what the body says. You might feel little spasms where the body's releasing. Saying thank you for visiting me. So the body has its own intelligence. And you can feel the energetic flow of Qi coming in. And now come to the middle Dantian and do the same as if you're looking through the center of your chest. Feel the whole chest area, the rib cage, the arms and shoulders and hands, the armpits, the back, the upper back, shoulder blades, collarbone, the lungs, the heart. And breathe in and take stock of the whole middle of your body. Feel the entire area. Similar to our organ cleansing, we're becoming aware of what's going on. Feel anything that might be subtly out of balance even. And just feel it. The body sort of lets you know. could be some tight muscles. It could be an internal tension, blood flow. Breathe, just feel. Take stock of everything. Transmit that to the Big Dipper. And feel the Big Dipper on your face and head simultaneously in the handle. And now come to the head and neck. Feel the entire head, the face and the eyes and ears. Feel the tongue and throat. Feel the brain, the front of the brain, the back of the brain. Feel the skull and the neck joints and bones, the skeletal system, the eyeballs, the optic nerve, the pineal. And just breathe into your head a little bit. And the forehead. Take stock of everything going on in the head. And now transmit all that information. And feel the face and jaw, the thyroid, the center of the skull, feel the Big Dipper on your head, and relay all that to the Big Dipper, stars. And come back to the Sha Dan Tian. And just be present in Sha Dan Tian. Put your mind there. See if you can have the sensation of a spinning feeling that's maybe rotating in sort of a figure eight move, whatever you can sense moving around in there, and also a sense of heat. Sha Dan Tian, just feel Sha Dan Tian, think Sha Dan Tian. The real Qi is in Sha Dan Tian. And now slowly open your eyes and rub the palms together between the fingers, the back of the palm. Massage the face. Pinch the ears, pull them down, the sides of the ears. Massage the ears. Comb the hair. Tap the head front to back. Rub the Daj Wei point, big bone on the back of the neck. Tap the shoulders down, down to the hands, up, armpits. And relax. And then just push the Qi down. And store. So we did a kind of a mini version of Big Dipper meditation, but you can, I think this equinox it's better to do it like a day before, a day after, or on the equinox particularly. So I think it's it's usually like the 21st or something typically. So you can check, and if you have time, you can do this meditation. You can go into it longer if you want, on your own, you know. And but I really feel it's like kind of good to spend a moment, take stock of what's happening in your body.